Ever thought about building a staircase with just a few lines of Java code? Let's find out. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where I make Java simple and fun for beginners. All right, now let's jump into the coding part. I'm using IntelliJ IDEA as my Java IDE because it's beginner-friendly and very powerful for Java development. Okay, let's create a new project in Java using IntelliJ IDEA. I'll name this project Staircase Problem and save it inside my Downloads folder. This way, all the files related to this program will be neatly organized in one place. First, I'll import the Java utility package, which lets us use classes like Scanner to read input from the user. Then, I'll create a class named Solution. In Java, every program begins with a class. Inside this class, I'll define the main method. The main method is the entry point of every Java program. This is where our code will start running. This is the staircase pattern we're going to build. As you can see, the first row has just 1 star, the second row has 2 stars, the third row has 3 stars, and so on, until the last row, which has 5 stars. So basically, the number of stars in each row is the same as the row number. Row 1 has 1 star, row 2 has 2 stars, row 3 has 3 stars, and that's how the staircase is formed. Okay, let's create the main method. Every Java program starts from the main method, so this is where our code will begin running. Next, I'll declare a scanner object. The scanner allows us to take input from the keyboard. Now, I'll ask the user how many rows they want in the staircase by printing a message to the console. Finally, I'll store the user's input in a variable called n. Since the number of rows will always be a whole number, I'll use an integer data type here. Okay, now let's look at our staircase method. We take an integer n as input. We start with a for loop that runs from I equals 0 to I less than n. This loop controls the number of rows. So for example, if n is 5, it will run 5 times, meaning we will get 5 rows. Inside this loop, we have another for loop where j runs from 0 to I. This inner loop decides how many stars should be printed in each row. For the first row, when I equals 0, it prints 1 star. When I equals 1, it prints 2 stars. And this continues until the last row, where it prints n stars. Notice that inside the inner loop, we use system.out.print* instead of println. This makes sure all the stars of a row are printed on the same line. After the inner loop finishes, we use system.out.println, which simply moves the cursor to the next line, so the next row of stars can be printed properly. That's how we build the staircase pattern row by row. Here we are calling the staircase method from the solution class. We pass in as the argument, so the method knows how many rows to print. Now I run the code. When it asks for an integer, I enter 5. The program prints a staircase pattern with 5 rows, starting with 1 star and increasing up to 5 stars. Hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one.